are you doing? Just your average schmo, back again. Literally just got off work like 10 minutes ago. Walked in the door 10 minutes ago, and I thought, you know what? Before I even change clothes, before I do anything, I'm going to get my video out of the way. One, because I'm just impatient. I want to see what I got in this box right here. Two, then once it's done, you know, obviously when you're watching this, you know, I've already been done. I've already gone downstairs, been relaxing, and eating dinner and so forth. But that's the plan. Get this done so I can go relax for the, you know what, about 4 hours. About midnight, I'll be heading to bed so I can get back up about 5:30 and do it all again tomorrow. But that's the job, right? Pays the bills. Before I dive into this box that I got here of Funko Pops from I Want This Stuff, this box is the Great Freddy Funko Mystery Box. I believe, don't quote me on it, but I think it's supposed to have 3 pops in it, or maybe 2 pops and something else, or I'm pretty sure it's like 3 items. And of course, you know, some of the big hits are some Freddy Funko Pops. But before we dive into that, I actually did a video last week sometime with my GoPro, and I was having issues with it, so I never got around to uploading it. And it was for, you might have seen one video I did where I was giving you a sneak peek at the new Justice League chibi premiums or toys that are in the kids' meals at Burger King restaurants right now. Well, I did a video showing the second 2. Well, now this week we got the 3rd case, which has, you know, the 3rd 2 or pair. So the 2 are already out of the plastic and everything. I'll just show them real quick, and then we'll open up and I'll show you the newest ones that we just got in at the Detroit Burger King. But I would guess most Burger Kings operate about the same. So pretty much any Burger King you go to will probably be in the 3rd case or the 3rd collection, or I forget how they word it, but the 3rd series or the 3rd set, whatever, of the series of Justice League chibi premiums. So last week, the ones we got were this one, which is Catwoman. She's got her tail there. It's even got the little whip. I don't know how well you can see that. There, maybe if I put it over my hand, it's getting an actual like little rope whip. I don't know about her goggles though. Those look kind of weird to me. Her eyeballs look a little weird. I learned that's how you should pronounce that word, eyeballs. As I watch shout out to Casper Site. You know, on YouTube, you like supernatural stuff, creepy stuff, or as he calls it, the freaky deaky, ghosts, stuff like that. Check out Casper Site. And he was watching one video, and the one lady in the video, that's how they seen like some eyes in the woods, and that's how she said it. She's eyeballs. So, yeah. Catwoman's got some weird eyeballs. And then, of course, to go with that, we've got probably the main villain of the Batman, right? I mean, when you think Batman, I think the first villain you actually think of is probably the Joker. So we got the Joker. And then, you know, that's like his resting face, I guess. But then you can also open it up to give him kind of a weird grin, I guess you'd say. So those are the 2 that we got in last week. And then this week we got the 3rd set. There will be probably next week, you know, when we get a case of toys in. But I think like once a week I will. Because we actually go through them pretty good. You know, a lot of people come in, you know, families, they get kids. So we'll have the last 2 of the whole series probably next week sometime. So this one, and I'm guessing they alternate. Like the first 2 were heroes. Those 2 were villains. So these 2 are going to be heroes, and maybe the last 2 might be villains again, or there might be 2 more heroes. Because you know, we still have, I mean, we haven't done Batman yet, or like Aquaman, so maybe the last two will be those two, I don't know. But, here is the Flash, back, and it looks like he's maybe stirring up a cloud of dust. That's kind of what that is underneath him, and it's actually got like wheels on it, so you can, you know, roll it. And then the last one so far, or the second one in the third series case, is Wonder Woman. Let me get this where you can kind of see it. It's hard. They're kind of too small to actually hold to where. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. So there's Wonder Woman. It looks like she's got like a staff here, and it looks like it's meant to be her arm. I don't know whether this is supposed to go on the back. That looks kind of dumb on the back. I'm guessing it probably is supposed to slide onto the front here with her lasso. Yeah, okay, there we go. It kind of snaps on. So there it is with the lasso of truth. So there you go. So if you're interested in the chibi type figures, I mean, they are plastic. You know, if you go in and buy them just the toy themselves, they're like 60 some cents. So it's not like you're getting a massive high quality thing. But I think they're still pretty cool for 60 some cents. You know, Justice League, and you're almost guaranteed that, you know, Burger King restaurants is the only place you're going to find those. So eventually, they might be somewhat of a collectible. You never know. There's a lot of kids' toys out there that are. So. And as you see, I did pay for it. Just because I work there don't mean I just get them. I still have to pay for them. Alright. Now, let us dive into this box, which is from I Want This Stuff, aka BN Dotson Entertainment. I don't know whether they have any of these left. I got box number 10. I can't remember how many boxes there were. All you can do, I'll leave a link below to the I Want This Stuff website. You can go on. They might still have them. They might not have sold out yet. I don't know. All you can do is go on and look and find out for yourself. Hopefully we get something good. Hopefully we get, you know, there's 3 things in there. Hopefully like one of them will be one I want to keep for my own collection. And then out of the other 2, maybe, you know, ones that I'll resell, and maybe one of them will be like a rather big hit. That'd be nice. All right, let's see. Is it? All right, looks like it's double box, which is great. I love when companies double box, especially when you're getting multiple pops in a box. Just cuts down on the potential for damage. You know. Here's another one of those decals from Mother Earth Mafia. I haven't checked the website of that lately. When I did check it a few weeks ago, it was basically like in the coming soon stage, so I'm not exactly sure what it is. I've got a few of these decals already, so this I'll just keep, and I'll maybe throw it in with somebody's, you know, something that somebody buys from me on Macari or Poshmark, username JRYMMAN. Check me out on there. I got all kinds of stuff for sale. Tech stuff, small electronics, home goods, apparel, baby clothes. Most of it's either like new or brand new, so with the tags. So, yeah, I'm still getting used to the camera being up higher. So if you see me looking down a lot, that's because I'm still looking at the camera on the laptop, or where the camera would be on the laptop. This laptop actually don't have a built-in camera. But I'm happy with the next to go one that I did buy. It's great. So eventually I'll get used to it being up there, and I'll keep eye contact with the camera more often. All right, let's see. Let's feel around. Don't feel like there are any of them are in protectors, so probably didn't get a Freddy Funko, but that's okay. You know, that's kind of roll the dice when you. First one is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Frank, starring as the troll. I know this is probably going to sound sacrilege to some people, but I have never actually watched that show. I've heard it's really good, so I will have to check it out. But because I really don't know the show, I can't see actually holding on to this, so this will probably be one that'll be listed on my Mercari. Once we get through all three of these pops, I will use the Whatnot app or the Funko app itself if Whatnot doesn't bring something up to look at value. Alright, number 2. Alright. Looks like we got from Disney's Fantasia, we have Peter Pegasus. I'm a big Disney fan. Always have been since I was little. You know, growing up, I actually, you know, I've always been interested in art and drawing, illustration, painting, all kinds of stuff like that. And you know, I kind of really looked up to Walt Disney. You know, I mean, he was kind of like the real forefather of animation, just in general. No matter what kind of animation you look at, you know, even if you look at Japanese anime, I'm sure a lot of those artists, especially today, would count Walt Disney as like one of their inspirations. You know, because I mean, he was a creator and he was an illustrator, of course. You know, after he really got things rolling, I'm sure he didn't do much of the illustration. You know, he hired professional illustrators to do it for him, but you know, his name was still on it. So yeah, so I'm a big fan of Disney and Pixar. You know, it's kind of the kid at heart in me. Nothing wrong with that. You know, we're obligated to grow up and grow older. But it doesn't necessarily on the inside we have to grow up completely. We can still enjoy the things we did as a kid. There's nothing wrong with that. Number 3. Nice. Takes me back to my younger days. We have Masters of the Universe, King Randor from the Pop Retro toy line. Of course, there on the back you can see the other ones. See if I can get it close enough you can actually see them there. Terrorclaw, Skeletor, Grizzlor, She-Ra, Cobra Khan. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. Anything in the box I missed? Nope. Just some bubble wrap, which I will keep. Alright, let's look at value. And while I'm at it, I'll actually bring it up and I will let you know exactly what I paid for this. Scroll down to find the email. I think this is it right here. No, that ain't it. Where did it go? Well, now I don't see that email. That ain't it either. trying to remember when I actually ordered this. Maybe this is the shipping thing for it. Okay, yeah, here it is. But of course that don't tell the price of. Maybe this one does. Okay, here it is. Alright, so the Great Freddy Funko Mystery Box. They only did 10. Well, no, I think they did more than 10 boxes. But I got box 10. Or maybe they only did 10 boxes. I'm not sure. They were $44.95 for 3 Funko Pops. Of course, shipping was $10.95. So altogether, I paid $55.90. So, you know, most people, when they look at value and considering, you know, whether they got their money back or not, they look at just what they paid for the box. I like to include the shipping in it, just because, you know, if I get that much, if I get back that plus the shipping, then I've actually made, you know, I can actually make something on it, or at least make what I paid back. So let's bring up. We'll start with the Whatnot app. We'll try to do all 3 of them on the Whatnot app first. Whatnot app is a great place to buy, sell, and trade Funko Pops and all kinds of other collectibles. If you haven't downloaded it yet and you're a collector of any type, shape, or form, Whatnot is the place to go. Alright, so let's scan King Randor first. Alright, King Randor, this is a metallic one. I didn't realize that. But it says no data. Looks like people have them listed at 20, 20, 27, 31, 35, 15. Kind of all over the park. Alright, so we will go to... that'll happen to be on the Funko app here in a minute. Alright, so the Frank, again, saying no data. I'm not having much luck with the Whatnot app. Yeah. None of them came up on the Whatnot app. I don't understand that. Like, sometimes it brings up and gives the trending value, and other times it doesn't. And I mean, like with the same pop, you can actually like scan the same pop. You know, one, you know, like, you know, I mean, you know, you've done it like over the course of an hour. Like, I go to do it one time, it says no data, and then an hour later I do it and it's got data, or vice versa. You know, it's just kind of weird. Let's see, where is the Funko? There it is. Let's try the Funko app. Alright, so the Peter Pegasus from Fantasia is trending at 10 bucks. So there's 10 bucks. The Frank starring as the troll from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is trending at $13, so we're up to 23. So yeah, unless that King Randor is worth about 30 bucks. Looks like I lost some money on this. Oh, 29. It's trending at 29. So what I say we got 23, 29. So what is that? 52. $52. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's right around just a couple dollars. If you don't include the shipping, then I actually made money over what I paid. But like I said, I like to include the shipping, so I'm going to call it as I kind of broke even. You know, it's a couple dollars under what I actually paid, but you know, I'll take it. But of course, the King Randor, I do like Masters of the Universe, and the Fantasia one. I mean, I like Disney, but honestly, I don't really remember that from Fantasia. So I'll probably sell that one too. You know, I mean, if it was actually more valuable, if it had more value to it, I'd probably hold on to it. I know it sounds weird. But, you know, the fact that it has such a low value is probably fairly readily available. It probably wouldn't be a hard one to find if I wanted to add it to my collection. I could do it for fairly cheaply. So the Peter Pegasus and the Frank starring as a troll will both be for sale on my Mercari app. So look me up on there. Again, the username JRYMMAN. I'm not real sure if they have a way yet for you to actually look me up by my username. You might have to try to look for, say, one of these pops and then find my listing and then hit follow to under the meet the seller part, and then you'll be able to keep up with everything I put on Mercari. And obviously, I have Poshmark, which is all apparel. So if you're interested in brand name apparel that's either like new or brand new, still with tags, at well below. I mean, I'm talking anywhere from 30 to sometimes 50 to 60% below MSRP. Same username, JRYMMAN on Poshmark. And be sure to jump on Facebook, check out my actual business page, The Old Treasure Isle. Eventually it will be more of an actual page or site where you can actually buy stuff off there directly through my business. I haven't gotten around to getting that all put together yet, but eventually I will. And the big goal is eventually, probably won't be for at least 5 more years unless I win the lottery or something, to get an actual like brick and mortar location. I'll probably still list some stuff on Mercari and Poshmark or on my business site, but most of the stuff I sell then will be actually in the brick and mortar or the retail location when I get one. That's the big goal. In the meantime, Mercari, Poshmark is where it's at. And again, by all means, go to I Want This Stuff. Check out. They drop all kinds of mystery boxes on a pretty regular basis. I actually have, I think, 4 more. I have 2 more of their Disney, The Hunt for Walt mystery boxes. They still had them available, so I went ahead and bought 2 more of those. I'm trying to get the Walt Disney with the Magic Kingdom Funko Pop. And then I think I bought a 2 damaged Funko Pop box. It was only like $9.95. And what I'm planning on doing with like boxes like that, if they're damaged, you know, if the box is really mangled, I'll just take it out of the box, and then I'm planning on eventually, when I find time, to start making kind of like shadow boxes, but make the back of the shadow box like 3-dimensional with like a scene or, you know, something that kind of puts that Funko Pop, that character, in the proper setting, you know, from a movie or from the cartoon or whatever it's from. You know, like a 3D, almost like a how do they pronounce it? Like bas relief or bas, I don't know how to pronounce it. All right, and then cover the front of it with like plexiglass, so it's all contained. And, you know, mount the Funko Pop in there. Not permanently. I'll put like a peg or something so that you can actually like just stand in place. But yeah, you know, because I mean, if the box is really mangled, unless it's like a real high value Funko Pop, then you can probably still sell it for a decent amount, even like with it damaged or even just out of the box. Somebody might still want it. But if I'm, you know, outside of that, you know, I can't see trying to keep or trying to sell it if the box is mangled. All depends on the amount of damage. And then the last one I bought was I think it's supposed to come with 1 Funko Pop, 1 Funko Soda, and 1 mystery item. And I think they said the mystery item will either be like a mini or like a Funko like keychain. So those, I believe, all of them shipped. So hopefully maybe by this weekend I'll be able to do those, and hopefully those videos I'll have more time on my hands. I can actually run them through my actual movie editor and put a little more quality to the the opening and ending and background music, so forth and so on. That's it. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Help get my channel, get the ball rolling a bit more. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I do a lot of unboxings, not only like Funko Pops and collectibles, but also liquidation. Like I said, like apparel and stuff like that, and men's and women's, that I sell on Poshmark. I'm looking at possibly, once I get to where I'm more familiar with my movie editor software and so forth, I'm thinking about if my GoPro will work better with that and upload in a timely fashion. I'm looking at maybe starting a second YouTube channel of more of like paranormal stuff. I love that stuff. I've seen a number of places around that I want to try to maybe make road trips and do some ghost hunting. But that's down the road. In the meantime, by all means, if you want to, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be able to keep up on all the videos I put in. Outside of that, everybody have a great evening. Take care of yourself and those around you. And by all means, stay safe and stay healthy. The past year, that wasn't as easy as, a lot of times we just take that for granted. We don't really think about it a whole lot. But, last year I think showed that, occasionally you really have to keep an eye on that stuff. We're not out of the woods yet, but I think we can see the end of it. Let's hope. I want to go to a freaking concert. Like a Comic-Con. Something. Who's with me? In the meantime, I've actually been buying some virtual tickets to stream live concerts here at home. So, got Phil Anselmo and the Illegals. Originally from Pantera. Actually, the name of the concert he's doing is a vulgar display of Pantera. That is this Friday at 7 o'clock. It starts at 7 o'clock. A band called, I believe it's called King Parrot. It's an Australian grindcore band. They're actually opening the show at 7 o'clock, and then Phil is supposed to take the stage at 8. You can go on to, I believe it's Phil Anselmo Live. I'm sure if you Google something like that, it'll bring it up. Tickets are probably still available. You basically buy a virtual ticket, and you can get like bundles. I bought a bundle that comes with an actual laminated ticket and a t-shirt specifically for that show. So you can never have too many like Pantera t-shirts, right? But then down the road, I've got Korn Monumental show that I just bought a ticket, and then Stained is actually doing 2 of them, May 1st and May 8th. So, tickets are very reasonable for these live stream shows, and yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the same as actually being at the concert, but since we can't actually go to these big concerts right now, it's the next best thing. And for the price, it's worth it. I mean, I think for the Pantera one, it was only like $15 or something like that. Plus processing fee, what have you. Or no, that was just if you bought just the ticket. I bought the bundle, so I forget how much it was. I want to say it was like 40 some bucks. But I mean, that's cool because I mean, hell, you paid like $20-25 just for a concert shirt. But yeah, so if you're interested in streaming concerts, there you go. I enjoyed it. I actually did the Flogging Molly live from Dublin, which was an incredible show. I actually have a projector down in my theater room and a 120-inch screen, so I mean, it was kind of like being there, honestly. And I didn't have to pay like $12 for a beer. And I didn't have to wait in line for the freaking bathroom. So, yeah. Streaming at home does have its advantages. Alright, enough rambling. I do that. Yeah, everybody, take it easy.